Hello, welcome to Romantic Wednesdays with Poetry. I'm Alisa Agnes, and I guess it's time to get real and spill some tea or coffee. In the previous episode, I finished talking about the chapter for him, which I also call a dedicated romantic poetry. And today we're starting the third chapter, which is called Tears of a Soul. And it's a really short chapter. And the first two poems from this chapter are called After All and Feminine Monster. So, at first, I'd like to tell you a few words about the quote, which is opening this chapter, and then I will read you After All, and I will tell you a few words about this poem. So the quote goes like, "Whereas the reason of your deepest sufferings is also a reason of your biggest happiness." It's a quote from Antoine de Saint-Exupéry. So, as you can probably guess already, this chapter is very much connected with the previous chapter, and what was at first the happiest time turns into the reason of your sadness. Yep. And this is also what the first poem is about. I mean, after all. So let me read you this poem right now. After all. Yesterday I was a ball of happiness. My brain was the one big empty universe. Put me close to your heart and I will fall asleep. It always escapes to you. I've missed you my whole life. It doesn't matter that you hurt me. You will always be the best, and nobody compares to you. So that's After All. As I've already said, it's very much connected with the previous chapter. I guess you can spot a lot of love here, but there's also sadness and just hurt, which didn't appear really in the previous chapter. But I thought it's the best way to open this chapter because after all, after all odds and the hurt, this person is still the best choice for you. So I guess it's even more romantic than the previous chapter, because what is romantic, is very often really, really real, but also very painful. And this is what a romantic love really means. So this chapter and this poem is very much romantic, and as I've already said, it's about the situation when you simply still love someone unconditionally. And also the title After All is very much also connected with the whole poem, and it may seem really simple, but I felt like it still tells something important, and that's why this poem is a part of my debut book. And I must also say that the first part of this poem is my favorite. Yesterday I was a ball of happiness. My brain was the one big empty universe. It's so, it feels so like the teenage love. You're full of energy and just you feel so loved, and you are just so happy one day, and the second day just brings pain. And well, this is all this poem that is really about, and to be honest, I don't even remember what made me write this poem, so I guess that that reason didn't really matter. But it had to be painful if I wrote such a poem. But I guess, as I've already said, it didn't really matter. So now I will read you the second poem, which is even shorter than than after all. So that's a feminine monster. A feminine monster. Yes, I am that Godzilla that eats you. Yes, I am that shadow haunting you. Yes, I am that ghost that wakes you up. Every night, every day, today and tomorrow. So that's a feminine monster. That's a really short poem, but I feel like it says a lot. So I guess we heard about a woman who is a really bad person, and she was very often in culture symbolized by some animals like a mantis, or just like a vampire, or this kind of stuff. But I guess I've never heard about a woman who is a Godzilla. And I wrote this poem when there was nothing but that really old film, and those newer just didn't exist yet. And well, I really like that movie, and it inspired me to compare that beast with a woman who is just fought but others as a someone really bad. And well, it's also a very much romantic poem, because it's about ghosts. What can be more romantic than ghosts, right? So the next part of this poem is again about such ghosts that just scare you and doesn't let you sleep. And in Polish, this tradition is probably more I don't know, popular. I think it's a good word choice, because it's all taken from the Slavic culture. And if you watched The Witcher, then you probably know what kind of monsters appear there. And all those monsters are a part of my culture, as I've already said. So this poem is just the representation of what I thought as such a bad girl, what it can be. But it's also kind of sassy, because it's like, yes, I am that, but in fact it's not true, because I did something bad in the past, and I gotta be honest about this. I was really young, and I wasn't aware what I did, because I just didn't know what that situation meant and what really happened. And it didn't matter then, because I broke someone's heart, and it made other people think that I am someone bad. But as I've already said, I've never meant that, and I just didn't know what I did. and I felt so bad about this whole situation. I mean, just about the fact that I broke somebody's heart and I didn't even know. If I knew, I would never, do this. And that's why I wrote this poem, to express this, feeling. It's like I confirmed that I am that monster, but it's just a sarcasm. So I guess that's all that I can say about these two poems. And well, they are kinda short, but the next two will be much longer, because in the next episode I will talk about a letter and about learning. And well, I also know that it's Valentine's Day today, and I know it's kind of strange that I talk about such things today, but it's also maybe good, because I guess it kind of fits to our uh, topic, I guess, because it turns out that those bad situations are not totally bad, because in the end there is a love, and that's all that really matters. So that's all that I wanted to say today, and I guess I can only tell you until the next time. Bye! Okay, and now the forgotten part. Well, I forgot to mention in the second poem about the shadow. So, we all have our own shadow, and it's about the situation when you just stick to someone that you simply become someone's shadow, and this is just what this metaphor means here. And that's all.